Imagine your father, who was once so full of life, becoming weak and fatigued. At first, you may brush it off, thinking it's just a natural part of aging. But what if it's not just aging? What if it's something more, something you could have prevented with the right approach? As we age, our bodies don't absorb nutrients as efficiently. This can lead to a host of problems, including muscle weakness, dizziness, and difficulty maintaining balance. Nutrition is crucial for maintaining strength, and without the proper vitamins and minerals, older adults are more vulnerable to falls. Many families assume that if their loved one is eating something, it's enough. They might think, well, they ate breakfast, so that's good enough. But it's not just about eating. It's about eating the right foods. Without enough protein, calcium, and other vital nutrients, the body becomes frail and balance begins to deteriorate. So what can you do? Instead of focusing solely on large meals, encourage smaller, nutrient-packed snacks. Opt for high-protein, high-fiber options like yogurt, nuts, and smoothies to help keep their muscles and bones strong. This isn't about forcing them to eat. It's about offering them food that helps their body thrive. Now that we've covered nutrition, let's talk about something that's often overlooked: hydration. Think about your grandmother, once so active, now seemingly more tired than ever. She sleeps more, complains of headaches, and just doesn't have the energy she once had. You might think it's just age catching up with her, but it could be something much simpler: dehydration. As we get older, our bodies lose the ability to sense thirst as acutely. This means that seniors often don't drink enough water, which can lead to dehydration. Dehydration can cause dizziness, fatigue, and even confusion. It can also make it harder for them to stay steady on their feet. People often don't realize just how much dehydration impacts balance. They think, well, they don't feel thirsty, so they must be okay. But in reality, dehydration is a silent cause of weakness. The muscles need proper fluid to function, and the brain needs hydration to maintain focus and coordination. So, how can we combat this? The key is to encourage regular hydration, even if they don't feel thirsty. Try offering small sips of water throughout the day, and consider using flavored water or herbal teas to make it more appealing. And don't forget, foods like watermelon, cucumber, and oranges are packed with water and can help hydrate them too. Now, let's move on to a very common issue that can be hard to notice until it's too late: improper footwear. Think about your mom. She's always been independent, but lately, you've noticed that she stumbles a lot. You chalk it up to age or perhaps her eyesight. But what if the real culprit is something as simple as the shoes she's wearing? Slippery soles, lack of arch support, or shoes that don't fit properly can drastically affect balance. When an older adult wears improper footwear, they are much more prone to slips, trips, and falls. The wrong shoes can throw off their posture, lead to joint pain, and make it difficult to stay steady while walking. Many families overlook the importance of good shoes, thinking it's not a big deal. But wearing shoes with proper arch support and non-slip soles can make all the difference in preventing falls. So what can you do? Invest in shoes with firm, non-slip sole and good arch support. Make sure they fit snugly to avoid tripping hazards. And remind your loved one to wear shoes instead of slippers when walking around the house, as slippers can often be too loose or slippery. With footwear covered, let's discuss another often missed factor: the environment. Picture this: your elderly loved one walking around their home, carefully navigating furniture and avoiding loose rugs. But what if, despite their carefulness, the environment they live in is still putting them at risk? Environmental hazards in the home can be a hidden danger. Things like clutter, uneven flooring, or poor lighting can make it difficult for older adults to maintain their balance. Even small obstacles like a rug that's slightly raised or a chair that's too low can be enough to cause a fall. It's easy to overlook these things when they've been around for years, but the fact is, they can be dangerous. Many families assume their loved one knows their space well enough to move around safely. But as we age, our reaction time slowed down and our vision may not be as sharp. These factors can make what used to be an easy path feel treacherous. To reduce these risks, do a quick safety audit of their home. Remove tripping hazards, secure rugs with non-slip pads, and make sure there's plenty of lighting, especially in hallways and staircases. Consider installing grab bars in the bathroom and adding non-slip mats to the shower. Speaking of vision, let's move on to another key factor, eye health. Now, let's talk about something that's often taken for granted, vision. Imagine your grandfather, who used to be sharp as a tack, now having trouble reading small print or noticing obstacles in his path. You might think it's just a part of aging, but this could be a significant factor affecting their balance. Good vision is crucial for maintaining balance. When our vision deteriorates, our brain has a harder time processing the information it needs to keep us steady. Poor vision can cause older adults to misjudge distances, trip over things, or even lose their footing while walking. Many families don't realize that untreated vision problems can be one of the root causes of balance issues. They might think it's just a matter of getting older and that nothing can be done about it. So what should you do? Schedule regular eye exams for your loved one to catch any potential issues early. And consider getting them prescription glasses with an anti-glare coating, which can help them see better, especially in low-light conditions. As we move on, let's discuss another mistake that can be easily overlooked: muscle weakness. Watching a loved one struggle with balance and mobility is one of the hardest things we can face. It can make us feel helpless and overwhelmed, especially when we realize that some of these signs could have been avoided. But here's the good news: knowledge is power. By understanding these signs and taking proactive steps, you're not just reacting to the problem, you're taking control. You're ensuring that your loved one can live the rest of their life with the comfort and dignity they deserve. You might feel a sense of urgency now, but don't worry, you've got this. By making small changes today, you're setting your loved one up for a future where they can continue to live independently and confidently. So what can you do right now? Start by observing the signs you've learned about today. Check in with your loved one and see if any of these mistakes are affecting them. And if they are, take action. It could be as simple as adjusting their diet, improving their footwear, or removing tripping hazards from their home. Caregiving isn't easy, but it's also one of the most rewarding things you can do. And remember, you're not alone in this. We're all in this together, supporting our loved ones through these challenges. To recap, we've covered 5 key signs that can affect balance in older adults: poor nutrition, dehydration, improper footwear, environmental hazards, and vision problems. If you've noticed any of these issues in your loved one, don't ignore them. Which of these signs have you seen in your elderly loved ones? Have you already made any changes in their home or routine to help them stay safe? I'd love to hear your thoughts. So comment below and let's keep the conversation going. If this video was helpful, consider subscribing to Elderly Essentials for more tips on elderly care, health, and wellness. We're here to make sure you have the information and support you need to be the best caregiver possible. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, love and awareness can make all the difference in someone's life. Imagine your elderly father navigating his home when suddenly he trips on a rug in the hallway. It's a familiar scenario, one you've seen countless times, but this time it results in a fall. You might think it's just bad luck, but it could be a hidden danger in his environment. Environmental factors play a huge role in a senior's balance and safety. Loose rugs, cluttered walkways, or poor lighting can all create trip hazards. When older adults lose their ability to react quickly, these everyday obstacles become serious threats. It's easy for them to misjudge a step or get caught up in something they didn't see coming. Many families don't think twice about the home environment. They assume their loved ones know their own space well enough to avoid accidents. But as we age, our vision, coordination, and reaction times aren't what they used to be. This makes an environment that was once safe a potential minefield. Take a walk through your loved one's home and identify potential hazards. Remove tripping risks like rugs or loose cords, and ensure there's plenty of light, especially in areas like hallways, bathrooms, and stairs. Adding grab bars in bathrooms and non-slip mats in the shower or bathtub can also prevent dangerous slips. Now that we've addressed their immediate environment, another key factor that affects balance is vision. Let's dive into how poor eyesight can make a simple walk more dangerous. Think about your aunt who loves reading books, but lately she's been squinting at the pages. At first, you might think it's just the lighting or that she's not wearing her glasses, but the truth could be much more concerning. Her vision might be deteriorating. Good vision is critical for maintaining balance. Our eyes are one of the primary ways we gather information about our surroundings. When vision becomes impaired, our ability to judge distances, step over obstacles, and maintain our posture is compromised. For seniors, blurry vision can contribute to dizziness, missteps, and falls. It's easy to brush off slight vision changes as normal aging. Families often think, well, they've had glasses their whole life, and assume nothing has changed. But even small changes in vision, like difficulty seeing in low light or reading fine print, can have a big impact on balance and mobility. Encourage regular eye exams to catch any issues early. If your loved one has glasses, make sure they're up to date with the correct prescription. Also, consider getting anti-glare coatings for their lenses, which can help them see better in dim lighting or during nighttime walks. Improving vision can certainly help with balance, but it's just one part of the puzzle. Let's now talk about muscle weakness, another factor that greatly impacts stability. Imagine watching your uncle, once so strong and active, now having difficulty standing up from a chair or walking across the room without a struggle. At first, you might think it's just part of getting older, but what if it's more than that? Muscle weakness is one of the most common causes of balance issues in older adults. As we age, muscle mass naturally declines, but if this decline is not addressed, it can lead to difficulty in maintaining proper posture and preventing falls. Muscle strength supports our ability to move and react quickly, and without it, even small movements can feel challenging. Many families assume that muscle weakness is just an inevitable part of aging. They think, they're older now, of course they're not as strong, but they may not realize that strength can be maintained or even improved with the right exercises. Simple strength training exercises can go a long way. Encourage your loved ones to try resistance exercises like lifting small weights, chair squats, or walking with a cane or walker if necessary. Even daily activities like gardening or using resistance bands can help maintain muscle strength and improve balance. Muscle weakness is often linked to another issue, medication side effects. Let's talk about how the medications your loved one is taking might be affecting their balance. Think about your mother, who's been taking several medications for various health conditions. She's always been careful with her prescriptions, but lately you've noticed that she's becoming more dizzy and unsteady on her feet. It could be the medication she's taking. Are they causing her balance issues? Many medications, especially for conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, or anxiety, can cause dizziness or drowsiness as side effects. These side effects can impair coordination and reaction time, which increases the risk of falls. Some medications can also lower blood pressure too much, leading to sudden drops when standing, further contributing to balance problems. Families often overlook the potential effects of medications. They assume that because a doctor prescribed them, they must be fine. But it's important to review all medications regularly with a doctor to make sure none of them are contributing to the balance issues. Review your loved one's medications with their healthcare provider. Ask if any of the medications could be causing dizziness or affecting their balance. In some cases, the doctor may be able to adjust dosages, change medications, or offer alternatives with fewer side effects. Speaking of healthcare, let's talk about another factor that affects balance: chronic health conditions. Your grandfather has lived with arthritis for years, and while it hasn't caused him too much trouble, lately he's been walking slower and more stiffly. You might assume it's just a normal part of his condition, but arthritis isn't the only chronic condition that can affect balance. Chronic health conditions like arthritis, diabetes, and neurological disorders can significantly affect balance. For instance, arthritis causes joint pain and stiffness, which can lead to a lack of mobility and difficulty maintaining posture. Diabetes can affect nerves, causing numbness and poor coordination, while neurological conditions like Parkinson's disease can directly impact balance control. Many families believe that balance problems are just an extension of the chronic condition, thinking it's just part of their illness, but they might not realize that managing these conditions better can reduce balance issues. Make sure your loved one has regular checkups for their chronic conditions. Ask their doctor about ways to manage symptoms that may be affecting balance, such as physical therapy for joint pain or medication adjustments for nerve damage. Chronic health conditions can be tricky, but with the right care, they don't have to define your loved one's quality of life. Now, let's talk about another factor that can impact balance: lack of physical activity. 3. Watching a loved one struggle with balance and mobility can leave you feeling overwhelmed. It's tough, isn't it? You want to help, but sometimes it feels like you're not sure where to begin. The fear of them falling or becoming more dependent is always there in the back of your mind, and it can feel like you're standing on the edge, not knowing how to step forward. But I want you to know that by understanding these signs, you gain something incredibly powerful: the ability to take action. You now have the knowledge to make a real difference, to ensure your loved one's later years are filled with dignity, safety, and most importantly, comfort. These small changes you make today could be the difference between them living independently or struggling with preventable falls tomorrow. Instead of feeling helpless in the face of uncertainty, I want you to feel empowered. You've learned how to spot the signs, and now you have the tools to prevent those falls. Instead of worrying about what could go wrong, you're thinking about what you can do right now to protect your loved ones. You don't have to feel afraid of what might happen in the future. Instead, you can feel confident, because the steps you take today can make all the difference tomorrow. You're not just reacting anymore. You're being proactive, and that's the key to keeping your loved one as safe and independent as possible. If you noticed any of these signs in someone you care about, don't wait. Take a moment today to act. Even small changes, adjusting their diet, helping them stay hydrated, making sure their shoes are supportive, these can have a huge impact on their health and well-being. It's easy to think, oh, they're fine. But the truth is, prevention is so much better than waiting for something to go wrong. So today, make a commitment to do something about it. Check in on your loved one, look at their environment, and ask yourself if there's something you can do to help them stay steady on their feet. Sometimes, it's the smallest change that can have the greatest effect. And in the long run, it'll give you peace of mind knowing you did everything you could to help them live their best life. I know that caregiving isn't easy. It's emotionally draining, physically demanding, and often overwhelming. But it's also one of the most rewarding things you can do. You are not alone in this journey. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a step toward making your loved one's life a little better, a little safer, and a lot more comfortable. And remember, the greatest gift you can give is not just physical care. It's emotional support, the patience, the understanding that makes all the difference. So, while the road ahead may seem difficult at times, take comfort in the knowledge that you are doing the most important work there is, ensuring the well-being of those you love. With patience, love, and the right knowledge, you can help them stay safe and comfortable for as long as possible. You've got this. To recap, Today, we've gone over some of the critical signs that indicate balance issues in older adults. From poor nutrition and dehydration to improper footwear and environmental hazards, these are factors we can address and improve. If you're noticing any of these issues with a loved one, don't let them slide. Early intervention is key to preventing falls and ensuring their safety. Which of these signs have you seen in your loved ones? I'd love to hear your experiences and any tips you might have for keeping your loved ones safe and independent. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might just help someone else. If this video helped you today, consider subscribing to Elderly Essentials. We share new tips and advice every week to help you provide the best care possible for your loved ones. By subscribing, you're joining a community of caregivers who understand what you're going through, and we can all support each other. Also, if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like it. Every like helps others find the support they need. Thank you so much for watching today. Remember, caregiving is a journey, but it's also an opportunity to make a lasting impact on someone's life. Stay strong, stay informed, and most importantly, stay compassionate. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care of yourself and take care of those you love. To recap everything we've covered today, we've talked about the 10 common mistakes that can contribute to older adults losing their balance, from poor nutrition and dehydration to the often overlooked environmental hazards. These are the things that can easily slip under the radar, but they are so important when it comes to keeping our loved ones safe. If you start noticing any of these signs, don't brush them off. Take action, whether it's making small changes in diet, improving hydration, or modifying their living space. It's all about prevention. These mistakes don't have to be part of the aging process. They're things we can fix and control, and you have the power to make that change. So, I want to hear from you. Which of these mistakes have you noticed in your loved ones? Have you seen changes like this in their routine? Or perhaps you've already made some adjustments to help them stay balanced and independent. Drop a comment below and share your experience. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You never know. Your comment could be the one that helps someone else in the community find a solution to a problem they're facing. If this video resonated with you and you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing to Elderly Essentials, you're joining a community that's focused on providing the best care for our loved ones as they age. We're here to share tips, advice, and real stories, so you're not doing this alone. You'll get more insights on elderly care, health, and well-being every week, and we'd love for you to be part of this journey. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful. Your support helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. You've learned so much, and now you're equipped with the knowledge to help the ones you love stay safe, strong, and independent. Remember, a little care, attention, and love go a long way. Together, we can ensure that our elderly loved ones live their final years with dignity, joy, and health. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, and most importantly, take care of those who need you most.